It is me, Danielle J. Mitchell, your up and coming queen of real estate. And I'm here for today's and this week's Tuesday tip at 2. So let's go ahead and get into it right about now. Get my paper, make a noise. All right. So I'm gonna try it again because I didn't feel the energy on that one. I edit. So let's try it again. Hey guys. It is me, Danielle J. Mitchell, your up and coming queen of real estate, and I'm here for today's and this week's Tuesday tip at 2. All right. So let's talk about K-FIT. All right, let's talk about K-FIT. This is a program that I talked about last week. And yeah, so it's a part of the PHFA program. It is a forgiveness loan. Okay, forgiveness loan. All right, a second loan essentially on the property, not so much a grant, but in all honesty, same difference. Most grants work the same as this loan, second loan as they call it. I think it's still considered a grant. Of course, um, they talk about it as it being a second loan, which is fine. All right. Let's get into it. The pros and cons. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of this PHFA program called K-FIT. Let's get into it. Some of this will be an overview. Other parts of this is going to just pretty much getting into the details. And of course, you can do what it says down here, which is like, comment, and subscribe. And please share. Okay, if this is helping you, these series, I've been continuing in this series of doing these different grant programs. So if this is helping you, listen, tell me. I love to hear you guys' feedback. Okay. Anyway, so let's talk about it. K-FIT, it is a purchase assisted loan program, okay, that can only be paired with PHFA's Keystone Home Loan Program, okay, or KHL program, which they offer conventional, federal, housing administration, or FHA, rural development. I always mess up that word. Rural development and veterans affairs, which is VA. Okay, rural development is RD. Veteran affairs is a VA loan. And for RD and VA financing, okay, the K-FIT program can only be used for the closing costs. Okay. So now I'm gonna go through these and kind of go through whether it's, could be a pro, could be a con, or maybe it's just all pro or all con. So I'm gonna have the format be a little bit different. So that can definitely be a pro because most lenders have this Keystone Home Loan options available to you. So for the most part, it is a great thing. Now that's typically who will have this available, this Keystone Home Loan program, are mortgage lenders as opposed to maybe a bank. Usually banks offer their own packages and things like that. So it is definitely something to consider when you're going to get pre-approved. If you go through your bank, they may not have access to the Keystone Home Loan program, right? They may have access to it. So it's just asking those kinds of questions, all right? Which all of my Tuesday tips is to just keep you informed so you can ask the right questions, right? So that can be it's a pro that you can utilize this K-FIT. It's not specific to a bank, right? It's not specific to, like other programs were specific to a bank. You have to use that particular lender or that particular list of lenders. This is a bit more broader where it's pretty much whomever is a participant of or has available this Keystone Home Loan program, you can get a loan from them. And it's versatile in that you can do the conventional, you can do the FHA, you can do the VA, you can do the RD, whichever one works for your circumstances. So that's a fantastic thing. So, that's why it's like for this one, it's like it could work as a pro, it could work as a con. It just depends on the situation. Okay. But I feel like it's mostly pro. The K-FIT loan provides 5% of this is a pro. Now, this is definitely a pro. 5% of the purchase price. Okay. It's 5% of the purchase price, which there is no max dollar amount. Now, other grant programs usually have some sort of a cap. Okay, has some sort of a cap. So it's usually 5% of the purchase price and or $10,000, whichever amount is less, right? So usually that's kind of how it does it. This program, it's no cap. So that is definitely a pro, right? Definitely a pro that there is no max dollar amount. So no, whatever the price point is going to give you that 5%. Okay. An example of that, of course, if you're buying a home for $215,000, you can receive $10,750 in loan assistance to be used towards your closing costs and or down payment, which is fantastic. All right. A borrower applying for a K-FIT loan may not have liquid assets greater than 50,000 after deducting the funds to close on the loan. So pretty much your savings amount, your assets, and as far as your savings, how much you have, can't be more than $50,000. I believe also I don't believe there is a low to moderate income limit. Okay, so you have to be in that low to moderate income bracket in order to qualify also for this. So that can be a pro for some, for others that can be a con, right? So it just depends on which side of that you land on. Another pro, I think this is a pro, that you have to have a minimum score of six. It could be a pro or con, 660. All right, 660. You know, that's not bad. You know what I mean? It's not bad to be at a credit score of 660. But for some, if you're maybe at that 640, you can get pre-approved. You got 620, 640, you can get pre-approved for that FHA loan. But if you're not in the higher, higher up of, the 600 bracket, then unfortunately you can't be approved for this grant. Okay. A con, only because it's just like, who wants to do it, is that you do have to take a home buyer education counseling course. All right. No matter your credit score, no matter if you're a first time home buyer or not. Okay. Which is a con, because it's like, just one more thing to do. A pro is that it is open to, it's not just for first time home buyers. Okay. It's not just for her first time home buyers. So that's definitely a pro. Another pro is that the minimum loan amount, or the minimum that you can utilize from this grant, is $500, which is, of course, you're going to use $500. Also, a con is that this loan is forgiven at the tune of 10% per year for the next 10 years. Okay. So it is forgiven at 10%. Now, there are no interest rates, no monthly fees, none of that good stuff, which pretty much means that if you were to sell, the house within the first 2 years of you purchasing it, you would have to pay, either 90% or 20% of it, or not 20%, 90% or 80% of it back. All right. So that's pretty much what that's saying. But they forgive the loan at the tune of 10% over the course of 10 years, 10% per year, up to 10 years. All right. Oh, and that's it. I'm at the end, guys. Yeah, there we are. Oh, also, the good thing about the home buying counseling is that it is virtual. So that's a good thing. So that's a pro, even though, you got to take the class. That's it, guys. The pros and cons of the PHFA K-FIT program. All right. So I'm kind of lackluster today. I'm waiting to close. I'm waiting to hear back that I can close today with these clients who had a tremendous home buying experience. No lumps and bumps, but in the final hour, there are some lumps and bumps. So I'm hopeful, hoping still, trying to hold out that we can close today. And it's like cringe because the hour is almost upon us, and that is possible. It is possible it will not happen. So that's blah. But anyhow, um, there's no place like home. There's no place like home buying. If you would like to schedule a consultation, you can certainly do that at book.djmrealtyco.com. All right. We could sell your home. We could buy, we can get a home purchase for you. Among other things. Where is my other lovely, is it this? I don't know where it went. My little oh, here we go. Here we go. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. I don't know why it stopped, but there we go. Anyhow, if you're interested in buying or selling, you could go to, like I said, book.djmrealtyco.com, and we can get that going and started today. Of course, again, be sure to like, subscribe, and share and comment. All right. I will talk to you guys again. Listen, it's a lot going on. I have somebody under contract. I have somebody who I'm hoping to close today. I am going to be purchasing my own home this week, closing on that. Super excited in the middle of moving. So that's why I had to change my setup here. And so it's a lot going on. So again, there's no place like home, no place like home buying. And I will see you guys next week for All New Tuesday Tip and Tip. Bye bye.